Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the new class of English. I am Roslyn, your English teacher. Today, we will be discussing lesson number 2. Let me sum up from your class 8 English textbook. And the first part will be, or your activity 1 is the story about King Golden Locks. Let us move on to the story and look what the author has said. The beautiful fairy tale King Goldenlocks locked away for 150 years but recently was discovered in Germany and was translated as well as published by Maria Charter in the New Yorker on April 2nd, 2012. The whole story revolves around a prince who was lovingly called Goldenlocks. Why was he called Goldenlocks? Because the prince had beautiful golden hair. So everyone called him Golden Locks. He was lovingly called as Golden Locks, the one with beautiful golden hair. The story began with a celebration of his father's bravery as he captured a giant. But the prince stole the key and freed the giant. The king had captured a giant. He was proud of it. He had kept him in a cage, and the king had invited many other kings to show off his bravery. He wanted to hold a grand celebration for it. But the king's son, Goldenlocks, was playing with his favorite toy, a golden ball. Accidentally, Goldenlocks threw the ball right into the cage of the captured giant. He loved that ball very much, so he requested the giant to give him his ball back. The giant agreed to give the ball back, but the condition is that if he released him. So, what Goldenlocks did? Goldenlocks stole the key to the case, opened it, and released the giant. The king made an announcement to punish those who stole who stole the key. The king swore to punish the one who had freed the giant. Unfortunately, his own son, Goldenlocks, had done it. So he ordered his soldier to take him away as banishment. Now, what do you mean by banishment or banished? It means forbidden to enter. The best soldier took pity on the young boy and sent him in a disguise of a shepherd to a family of a gardener who had no sons of his own and who lived far away. At the gardener's place, Goldenlocks used to tie At the gardener's place, Goldenlocks used to tie flowers together and bring them to the princess. The princess always received the flowers so sweetly that finally Goldenlocks fell in love with her and began to feel he could not live without her. Once, to show his love for her, he tied a bouquet with a strand of his own golden hair. The princess refused other marriage aspirants and insisted that she would marry the person who had sent her the bouquet with golden hair. The prince helped the gardener to cut the flowers and make bouquet for the queen's daughter, the most beautiful princess. Soon the prince fell in love with the princess. One day he tied her bouquet with his own golden hair and proved his true love to the princess. When it was the time for her to be married, the princess refused everyone and promised to marry the one who had tied her bouquet with the golden hair. Not long after, the prince understood that his father was ill and needed 2 drops of venom from the deadly tiger snake so that the king could be cured. The king would be cured only if he got 2 drops of venom. Venom means what? The poison. So, venom from the deadly tiger snake. The few brave men who tried all died terrible death. Then Goldilocks requested the giant to do that. The giant braved to bring the drops of venom. Goldilocks, in disguise, approached the king with the drops of the venom. He put them on his father's lip and he recovered. As the giant refused to carry it to the palace, the prince disguised himself, went to the palace, and put the precious drops of venom in his father's mouth. The king opened his eyes and recognized the prince. The father and the son were reunited. The prince became the king and happily married his lovely princess. As Goldilocks has disguised himself, he approached the king with the drops of venom. He put them on his father's leaf and he recovered. Goldilocks requested his father to forgive him and the giant too, as he had braved the snake to bring him that medicine. So, the end of the story. At the end of the story, what we discover? That Goldilocks, with the help of the giant, could manage to bring 2 drops of venom for the cure of his dying father. The king recovered and, following the request made by Goldilocks, finally forgave Goldilocks and the giant. Goldilocks and his father got reunited in this way. I hope all of you must have understood this story. Now, the difficult word meanings. Leaning means bending. Captured, caught. Sore, take a vow. Vanished, forbidden to enter. Bouquet, a bunch of flowers. Venom, a poison. Mean, unkind. Deadly, very dangerous. Rags, torn pieces of clothes. Disguised, hid true appearance. Reunite, put together again. Flew into rage, became terribly angry. Now the assignments for you. Answer the following questions. How was the giant freed? What punishment did Goldilocks suffer? Where was he sent? How would the king recover? How did Goldilocks save the dying king? Kindly complete all the question answers in your English classwork notebook. Thank you.